Are you beautiful enough?
No, never.
How have you found Unit 1 and 2?
What week was the armature week?
I think it was week 7.
Week 7 was it? And then what was week 6?
2D.
Yeah, those two sections, like, in my evaluation, it was literally rounded off to, like, I had to cut it a lot due to time issues. So that definitely didn't help. The weeks themselves weren't bad. I just found them very boring. Because, like, obviously it's mostly writing. I don't enjoy writing. So it's very hard for me to push through it when I'm bored out of my mind. Like the practical work I enjoy, I'm fine with the practical work, but I don't like the writing. I struggle with knowing the amount to write. Because, like, in the first year it was usually like you give 3 examples and then that's fine. But I struggled with this year knowing, will 3 be enough, or do I need to do more, or do I need to do less? Like, when I was having my work checked, I didn't really have anything told I needed to improve upon, which is obviously good because I'm not falling behind, as it were, or I'm working at a good enough level. But I don't know personally when I'm working when enough is enough. So I tend to cut things short sometimes by accident. I'd say time management I definitely struggled with this year. Already, because it's been 11 weeks roughly, not including the 2 weeks off, and I've had to work and into like early hours the next day, just to sort of make
Stay
sure.
afloat?
Yeah, just to make sure I'm keeping not in track, in time.
Yeah,
Keeping
or
in time
like-
and up to date with the work. I don't think it helped having two units at once. Obviously, unit 1 and 2 together, but I don't think it didn't help doing unit 1 and 2 at the same time as doing unit 3's work, because in summary, unit 1 and 2, it hasn't been difficult, it's been just very poor. The practical work's fine. It's better than my unit 1 and 2 work from last year. Like, I checked my show reel from last year and my show reel to this year. I've put on an extra minute of work, which obviously in terms of animation and stuff like that is a lot.
Yeah.
And the work's gone a lot better, so
Yeah, so you're
the
more
quality
confident
of,
in creating practical work?
Yeah, the quality of my practical work's gone up, but the whole time management and writing, the writing's improved, but I'd say it's only improved because of my English last year, like resit English. But the actual, like, managing it was the difficult part.
Yeah.
So I'd say if I need to improve on something for the next unit, it'd be time management. Yeah, I definitely think I've written a lot more and made it more. Is it cohesive? Yeah, there you go. It makes more sense when you're reading through it.
Yeah.
And, like, the best examples I can give is some pieces of my work. Trying to think. The Alan Baker section. I'll just say that because I don't know what to put up on,
Yeah.
like, the background. But the Alan Baker section, I reused the text from last year's work, but I reread through it so I knew what it was. So I wasn't just putting it in and then moving on. I reread my work and then I rewrote it. So, like, I improved the grammar. I took out things that weren't needed to be there and I added new things in which were more relevant. Because obviously after doing the whole first year, you understand what's more relevant. So even though, like I said, I was struggling with maybe when enough is enough, I know a lot better when something's relevant and when something's not. Or at least I know when I can talk about something and when I don't need to be. So, like for example, stop motion that we covered. I talked about the whole armatures and green screen. I could have went on to the whole example of different forms of stop motion, but like I only briefly mentioned cutout. Really, I don't even know if it's been included in the text. But I showed my South Park clip from last year. But I improved that this year by adding the sound because I lost the sound from the year before. So, like that's technically been done this year because it's been improved upon this year.
So do you also feel that you've improved on like specific things in terms of practical work, like 3D?
Yeah, definitely. 3D's gone a lot better. Last year, I would look at Blender and sort of panic. This year, I see a different 3D software and I end up begging to go back to Blender.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're a lot more confident using it?
yeah, definitely.
So is it something that you'll use, have used, want to use in future projects?
Yeah, I'll definitely use it in future projects. Like I mentioned about Unit 3 going on the same time as Unit 1 and 2. I used Blender in that already. So it's definitely going to be a reoccurring thing, and plus it's free. So why would I not work with a free software which is studio standard in a lot of ways? My 3D work's definitely gone better than last year. With the theoretical side, it is just my theoretical, like my writing's only gone better because of English and, you know, reading sort of.
Yeah, but it has
over
definitely gotten better.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I can't really say no more about that. But practical in terms of 3D, like there's videos I think about, and they show some guy spamming a load of buttons, so rapidly clicking random buttons at the keyboard, and it says Blender for beginners, and then there's like the reaction of Blender for veterans or something.
Yeah.
And there's Bob from The Incredibles.
Oh yeah,
So
just
Mr.
clicking a
Incredibles,
single
yeah.
button.
I feel like that in a way,
Yeah.
because I know.
Like you'd be able to quickly do something in Blender.
Yeah, I know a lot more of the shortcuts now. I know the way around the menu. I know things I didn't know. Like I know how to make a skeleton and that this year. I didn't have a clue how to do that last year. Like obviously being the armature, which we learned about in stop motion as well.
So do you also feel like in terms of 3D, your 3D animation
I'd say
has gone better?
I wouldn't say really the 3D animation's gone better, but my understanding of 3D animation in Blender's gone better. And the reason why I say I don't feel like the animation itself has gone better is because the whole in Blender there's the interpolation, which is obviously you put the keyframes in and it does the in-betweens for you. The in-betweens.
Yeah.
So like you know, I can't really say my animation's improved if I've relied on interpolation, which a lot of my animating was interpolated animation.
Yeah.
So it still counts as me doing it because obviously I've got to make the keyframes. I've got to make sure the timing's correct. If I need to change the type of interpolation, I can. But that's why I say my understanding's a lot better than my actual animation. Because if you know how to use it, Blender does a lot of the animating for you.
Yeah.
In a lot of different ways. And like I've learned about loads of different methods of changing an object or deforming it. And I've got a load of videos saved on my phone in like a college inspiration tab.
Yeah.
Which I can look at if I want to learn more.
Yeah.
And or just refer back to. But like from the year before to now, I'd say I'm still basically doing the same thing animating wise. It's literally keyframes. Interpolate, that's it. That's just this year I know what interpolation actually is. I know how to change it. I know how to change the timing of things. I know how to edit more. So my animating skill hasn't gone necessarily. It's obviously improved slightly, but I wouldn't say it's improved loads. However, I know how to use it now, so it looks a lot better. So even though the animation quality hasn't changed, due to actually knowing how to use it, the outcomes have changed. So it sounds a bit weird, but basically, I've only slightly improved my animating, but because I know what I'm doing, I can make it look a lot better than it actually is.
Okay. Well, I mean, aside from 3D animation, like you said with interpolation, that you're more comfortable using interpolation and that you know better how to use it. Regarding animation specifically, do you feel that that area is improved in other like forms of animation, like stop motion, 2D?
What, so just animation in general?
Animation in general.
Not focusing on Blender.
Yeah.
I definitely say my animation overall has improved because I'm trying to think of examples from Unit 1 and 2 which I can use. Okay, the pickle animation I did.
Yeah.
The 2D pickle in the jar, I did that for fun and I did that for practice. But it was relevant to the 2D section, so I've included it in the 2D section. I couldn't animate at all really, like last year in terms of 2D.
Yeah.
Or animation in general. I was very confused. So using when it was last year to now, I definitely say that the quality's got a lot better, and the work from last year, it was I assume probably a lot more stiffer. Like looking back at my music video, I rotoscoped some sections, and I didn't even get a chance to include them. So everything that was included animation wise was very much basically in a way it was animated in 2D, but it was more sort of a stop mo or like a slideshow. So it was very stiff.
Yeah.
Whereas like my animation this year in general is a lot more lively. Like I understand about blur frames and like sort of smear frames. You can cheat. I've learned from last year to this year you can cheat a lot. Again, if you know what to do. So like if you know how to use the frames and how to change, I'd say that's where focusing on 3D has improved like my 2D and my stop motion work. It's if you know how to skip a few frames, as long as it looks right to the eyes, it doesn't matter how it looks.
Yeah.
Because like the different angles can be completely different.
Yeah.
Like in an animation I made for Unit 3, the trees are floating, but in the camera the trees just look like they're in the ground.
Yeah.
So it's very much animation is very much how it's perceived. So if the perspective looks right, then it's fine.
Is there anything in specific which you would say absolutely did not go well at all in any way, shape or form?
What,
Is
so
it
just
burning dumpster fire that you just want to bury?
So just anything that went wrong, or anything that I would have done differently?
If I say like something that didn't go well, what's the first thing that comes to mind, basically, about this unit?
After Effects.
After Effects.
I hated After Effects. Like in the nicest way possible, without having to put in extra work of cutting out what I actually want to say about the software. Like I generally just disliked it. I'm trying to think of how I could say it without swearing. Let's get the real feelings out first, and then I'll elaborate on it. It was and it was just, I don't care how dull I sound saying this now, because obviously a lot of it will be bleeped, but it was just absolutely really, my work went missing when it simply shouldn't have. The tutorials, we couldn't understand them for ages. The tutorials we couldn't understand at first because the guy spoke slight English at the start, and then whether I'm right or wrong by saying this, it sounded like you were speaking a different language.
Yeah.
So I just
I believe in the title it said that it wasn't Hindi. So
I don't really understand how we were given a tutorial which is in a different language.
I think we were led to believe that it was in English.
I think, yeah, because the first few seconds sound like basic English, or he does like an introduction which covers 2 languages, but then he doesn't go back to English at all, and it took too long to give an translated version. So like on YouTube, if someone doesn't translate over there, they'll have text to speech eventually. But by the time they updated that video to have this text to speech translation, it was too late to do any work. I didn't even think I'd find my work back, because my work deleted itself for a long time, and then magically loaded itself back up, and I still don't understand what the issue was. And plus, I'm not very familiar with a lot of Adobe products anyway. Any Adobe product I've used has just been a very cheap knockoff. So for example, Photoshop. I've only really used cheap versions of Photoshop. I've never actually used Photoshop.
Cheap versions of Photoshop? What do you mean?
Like fake versions. In my personal time, not for college, but like
okay.
in general. Or just like apps, which I find better. So for example, if I wanted to edit a picture, I'd edit it in Ibis rather than edit it in an Adobe program. But After Effects was just very confusing. Yeah, After Effects was not a good software to use. It hasn't got the best menu. It's very confusing in terms of interface and outline. But I had to reuse my work again from last year to make it look like I had done something in After Effects. So I'm saying I've reused some of my work. It's not as if I've just picked it up and put it back in. I've improved on it. I've added new things, or I've changed the way it looked. So for example, with After Effects from last year, I never had a chance to edit the videos together. So we made like the welcome clip, the 2 clip, and the After Effects clip, but I never put the title in. I just put the picture, and I never edited them together in one video. So now I've managed to edit them into one video, and I've included that for After Effects as long as alongside the work I managed to get back. So I mainly wanted to prove that I was actually paying attention to the lesson and understanding I'm learning After Effects, not just basically saying, hey, it didn't go well, and then having nothing to show for it.
Yeah.